Welcome back once more to The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero, where we last time did some hunting quests here for monster exterminations, and now we return back to our main quest, which is investigating the people who are suspected of taking the mysterious new drug, because the guy we found has disappeared. So, one of them was burned. According to the first division's data, this should be the house. I see a familiar face. What am I to do? I know this is hard, Crail, but you have to calm down. Take a breath. As things stand, we really need to go find some help. Is that you, Mrs. Hayworth? Oh, the special support section. And oh, thank Adios you're here. You see, something dreadful has happened and we are just about to seek help. Is this regarding the owner of this house? I believe he's a stockbroker, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, you're right, he is. When I woke up this morning, my husband was nowhere to be found. I tried looking around the neighborhood with Sophia, but we had no luck. Is that so? I'm sorry to ask this, but has your husband been acting strange recently? Now that you mention it, he has. My daughter noticed it some time ago. Figures. Why did you have to go poof in the middle of the night? Gonna be a real pain in the ass to find witnesses. Yeah, looks like it. At any rate, let's add him to the list of missing people. You seem to be well acquainted with this family, Mrs. Hayworth. The CPD is conducting a search for Bond, but it may take some time for us to find him. Would you be willing to stay with the family for a little while longer? Yes, gladly. My husband should also be back from work soon anyway. Thank you. We'll leave him to you then. My husband still hasn't come back. Do you think you'll be able to find him? That's our hope. I promise that the police are doing everything they can to make that happen, Mum. Grace, a good friend of mine, so I've met her husband on numerous occasions. Don't tell me he's been involved in some sort of accident? Please, try not to worry your family any more than they already are, Mrs. Hayworth. We should endeavor to keep them as calm as possible right now. You're right, my apologies, it wasn't intentional. Not gonna help to worry about all the what-ifs at a time like this. But brewing up some nice hot tea might just soothe the ladies a bit, don't you think? Yes, you're right, I'll do just that. I know it's hard, Craig, but you have to try and calm down a little bit. I'm sure your husband is well and fine. Father has... He just disappeared! I'm certain this was the family that adopted the stray kitten from before. The father seemed like such a kind man. Yeah, we should try to hurry. Maybe we should contact the authorities, Ian? But if we are proven wrong, this could end up disastrous for him. I say we confirm our suspicions first. You're probably right. Oh, hello there. The special support section. Ian, I think Adios might be shining down on us today. They might be just what we need to put an end to this matter. Indeed, they have impeccable timing. Excuse me, but what exactly are you talking about? Something happened to you too? Well, it's actually about the owner of a trading company I mentioned yesterday. Not a single person has been able to get in contact with him since this morning. Really? It would appear so. You see, I'm actually acquainted with the Wheat Zero Trade Company's owner. When I checked in on things, he was neither at home nor did his employees know where he could be. So I was just asking Ian whether or not we should involve the police. That does sound concerning. Do you think he has vanished? I'm sorry, Mr. Hayworth, but with the current state of things, it will likely take quite some time for the police to respond. With that in mind, would you be open to us handling this case? Yeah, and if you're wondering why the police is currently so busy, looking around, we didn't get a direct answer, but it sounded like some sort of terrorist threat at the airport or something like that. And the First Division called everyone in except us. Okay. Anyway, I'm sure that we can get it cleared with the department. I see. I would be more than open to that if you're willing to help. Of course, it might take some time, but you can count on us. Also, Mr. Grimwood, if you find any leads on the missing people, could you forward them to the chief? Yes, I can do that. Be careful, everyone. Will do, sir. We should probably hurry on this one. Agreed. Let's try not to take any more unnecessary detours. I'll contact Sergei if I find out anything about the missing persons case. Though, judging by the looks on your faces, this doesn't seem to be an average case of people going missing. Could it be? No. Where in the world are you, Rizzo? I refuse to believe a trader like yourself would end up and vanish without saying a word. Now, Rizzo was the guy who always stood at the IBC. And when talking, some people noticed he was missing. I don't see Rizzo around today. It's odd, he's usually here every day. One of the missing people. It sounds like he's quite a familiar face at the IBC. Okay, I wanted to know if I said something more interesting. Another character who is suspicious was Nikolai from the theater. I seem to recall you being police officers, am I correct? Yes, you are. Is something going on? Sorry to bother you, but do you have time to visit the auditorium? The troops leader got himself into a bit of a sticky situation, so we'd appreciate some advice. Okay. Oh, the special support section. Perfect timing. Has something happened, sir? Actually, if you could please keep what I'm about to tell you a secret. We discovered that one of our artists went missing this morning. I'm pretty sure we've mentioned him before. His name is Nikolai. Anyway, he's apparently never showed up at home yesterday. We were told his family is searching for him, but we haven't had any luck yet. I tried reaching out to all of my contacts, but no one has seen him anywhere. Nikolai. Is he not the man who was behaving oddly? Yeah, that's him. He was timid and would make all sorts of mistakes, but right after the anniversary festival, he started to demonstrate incredible talent. You say talent, but could you be a little more specific, sir? Well, his physical prowess skyrocketed. He improved to a point where he could handle the most passionate scenes with ease. And it was strange, for it almost seemed as if he was possessed by someone or something. It really didn't seem like it was Nikolai performing at all. Honestly, I got the impression he was delirious. He seemed like a completely different person. Well, it sounds like we got our answer. And he disappeared too, just like the others. Mr. Evan, would you mind leaving this case to the special support section? We might be able to find him. Truly? We would greatly appreciate your assistance. That's probably our best bet. We can rest easy with Lloyd and the crew on the case. Besides, we'll be busy enough rearranging today's program. Whoa, hold your horses. You seriously still plan on doing today's performance? Yes, we were just in the middle of discussing it. Even if Nikolai doesn't return in time, we can't just cancel the show. We'll likely have to rearrange the roles. Either way, we'll manage. Archon still won't simply walk off the stage because of a setback. We'll have to take some time to adjust the roles, script, and even the scenes. However, we can always delay the start of a show. We just want to make it happen, that's all. I'm amazed by the tenacity you apply to your craft. Isn't that the truth? We shouldn't have expected otherwise from them. Alright then, best of luck with your show. If you could, please keep an eye on the dressing rooms and auditorium. Nikolai may come back later. And if you do spot him, contact the SSS immediately. Of course. I'm sorry everyone, if I just had been more careful, this would have never happened. Please, find Nikolai, Lloyd. Don't worry, we will. We'd better hurry. You're right, we need to check on the others as soon as we can. Adjusting the script will mean having to adjust the performance too. I always try to keep an eye out for Nikolai. Nikolai is someone that can easily get too into his own head, so I've always tried to keep an eye on him. Where could he have run off to? What could he be doing? Nikolai's been acting very unlike himself lately. I know you're worried, Wisher. We'll get to the bottom of this. Right. I really appreciate your help, everyone. Come to think of it, Nikolai was acting kinda weird last night. Almost like he was high or something. Gave me a pretty nasty glare too. You better believe I shot an equally nasty one right back at him. It's very like you to do that, Ilya. It's a bit surprising that he'd give Ilya such attitude considering who she is. Yeah, seems like a pretty cocky move for a rookie. I think we'll just have to make it work somehow for today's performance. Nikolai returning right about now would be the best case scenario though. I understand. Allow me to handle the auditorium. I need to inform Sully as well. She has a knack for picking up on things others would tend to miss. We need to keep a watchful eye on the audience and backstage. I hope Nikolai returns to us. I'll look after Eugene, Karelia. I'd appreciate if you could go and check on Celine. Maybe settle her nerves a bit. Okay, leave it to me. I'll keep her company for a while. Nikolai's strange behavior has put everyone a little on edge. Can't blame them. Performing arts are already stressful enough as is. Incidents like this tend to affect the troops' morale and put them in weak spirits. I'm worried it'll show through in the performance. I thought Nikolai was training late into the night recently. Now that I think about it, his sudden surge of confidence did strike me as a bit strange. Damn it, Nikolai, you can't just up and disappear without telling any of us. I'd really thought it was working amazing results for him with how much he improved, but now... I knew Nikolai had been acting strange lately, and yet I turned a blind eye to him. I didn't do a single thing. I wasn't expecting it to take a turn for the worse like this. I knew something... That Nikolai guy's been acting like a total weirdo. He got into a fight with Visha and even shot dirty looks at Ilya. I was about to punch him square in the jaw, but Ilya stopped me. Come to think of it, he made some reckless mistakes during the anniversary festival, and he got really down on himself for a while. I feel like he started acting weird after that. Nikolai's gone missing. I wonder if it's because of all the recent stress we've been dealing with. I could see the tension during practice. Nikolai's been brooding over his anniversary festival blunder pretty badly. He's been practicing non-stop since then, and we're starting to get worried about him. Alright, and Dino. Freaking Dino, man. Did he seriously? I don't know if I can say it, especially in front of Walt. Man, Dino was acting like a total freak for some reason. He was amped up and his eyes were bloodshot. Dino went out of here cackling like a freak. And of course he didn't show up today. Fine man, we'll beat the tar out of that punk the next time we see him. Well, I was gone too, what son of a bitch. He's nowhere to be found. Wanna run that by me again? Cause if I remember correctly, I ordered you to bring him to me. Did your ears cleaned or something? Yeah, about that. Apparently Dino never made it home. Then start looking for him, you dumbass. Schiffing boss. Dino? Is he the one that's on the First Division's list? I don't know, but it sounds like he might be missing too. Who do you think you are? Who said you could come in here right now? Oh, gonna join in on the fight! Gonna beat you down, just watch! Are you guys out of your goddamn minds? Don't think you can just hang out here. The hell's going on? I don't fully grasp the situation, but it seems Dino really is missing. Yeah, and they all seem pretty distraught over it too. Hey, you guys got a moment to chat? What are you doing here, Vazi? I'm curious to see how the Vipers are doing. I heard their newest member went missing this morning. Can't say I'm that surprised given what happened before. Hey, you know something we don't? More or less. But why don't we relocate first? You're all welcome to join me at Trinity. I'd be more than happy to tell you what I know, as long as you're willing to hear me out. Vazi is the only person we can rely on for more information regarding the Saber Vipers right now. Indeed, we don't have any clear details other than something odd having happened. You came. Mind telling us what's going on, Vazi? I'd normally charge you for the info, but this one's on me. It's not like this awful situation doesn't concern us either. You know that new gopher for the Vipers? I think his name was Dino? He's been acting pretty strangely as of late. Yeah, I had rumors. Didn't he try to take on his superior in a fight? There's that. He also challenged Walt to a fight yesterday too. Wait, seriously? Seriously. I didn't get to watch it with my own eyes, but he was supposedly keeping up with Walt in terms of power and speed. Walt finally managed to take him down when he started trying his hardest. After he lost, Dino stormed out of the place. No one's seen him since that morning. Things ain't looking too good. Right, this is becoming quite serious. So, is that all thanks to that fancy new drug? Where did you hear? I thought it might have been the case. I heard some strange rumor about a magical drug that grants your wishes or something. I figured that made for a reasonable culprit. So you baited us with a leading question. Hey pal, try not to run your mouth off about it too much. Don't need any more people knowing. I'll try to keep my lips sealed. For what it's worth, I don't think anybody other than Dino used that thing around these parts. Still though, who could have given it to him? I'd better be more careful with my guys too. Thanks, Vazi. We appreciate the help. Alright. I can't believe all of them have gone missing. Damn it, that feeling of mine was right on the money. How the hell do this many people just up and vanish? Did they run off on their own or did someone kidnap them? We don't have enough information at the moment to be certain, but both options seem possible. The 5 people missing may only be the tip of the iceberg. Chances are there are even more people in Crossbear City who have disappeared when we realize. I'm afraid you might be right. Just how many people have gone missing? What's the plan, Lloyd? It's probably a bit of a pain in the ass to search for them one at a time, yeah? Right. This has become too much for just the 4 of us to deal with. And since our First Division is being pressured by the top brass, they won't be able to help. Would it be possible to consult with Inspector Donovan from the 2nd Division? He does owe us for the previous time we helped him out. No, I don't think that'll work either. I can only imagine that the 2nd Division is being pressured as well, given Detective Dudley came to us for help. I see, that certainly makes sense. Which would mean the same could be said for a Metropolitan Division. It would have been a huge help if we were able to make use of their manpower. Yes, Special Support Section, Lloyd Benning speaking. Hey rookies, what the hell have you four been up to? Oh, is that you, Detective Dudley? You damn right it's me. You guys didn't go sticking your nose into LoH's business, did you? No, not exactly. We're focused on the drug investigation right now. Why, did something happen? Why else would I be calling? The office is... forget I said anything. If it doesn't concern you, then don't do anything rash. Carry on with your investigation. Oh. Was that Detective Dudley? What's going on? Well... Lloyd told Ellie and the others about his conversation with Dudley. What the hell's going on? This whole thing seems suspicious. Despite Dudley's insistence, something is clearly happening with LoH. Yeah, most likely. Sounds like we got no other choice than to check it out. I agree, even though we are told not to interfere. If a mafia is connected to the missing person case, then that's reason enough. Right, let's hurry to the LoH & Co. Can we ask for bracelet as well? Not really. Yeah, we noticed previously during the exploration that no one's here. Not a single person on guard. They had a whole damn army out here when we visited yesterday. No signs of a struggle here though. Yeah, at first I thought that Heiyu had gotten a revenge, but doesn't look like it. Tio? What's the matter? It's too quiet. I don't sense the typical presence within the building. What? To be accurate, I only detect a single person inside. Besides that one person, the entire building seems to be empty. You're serious? What happened to them? It's probably safe to assume the one person inside is Dudley. Alright, just to make sure, let's check it out. Understood. Same day, 11 AM. Damn it, what the hell is going on? Damn it, LoH, what are you up to? You guys? Looks like I was right, it was Dudley in here. Hey man, what the hell's going on here? Didn't I just tell you not to get involved with this? The SSS should be solely focused on the drug investigation. Pardon me for saying, but I don't think you're in a position to say that right now. Just as I thought, there's no one in the building after all. I've been staking this place out for a while and I haven't seen a single person leave. Not only that, but there aren't signs of a struggle having occurred. If anything, I'm the one who wants to know what the hell's going on in here. If I recall, the 1st Division was tasked with surveying LoH's movements, right? Are you saying you don't know when all of their members disappeared? Last night, HQ received a note warning us of a criminal threat. It said that at Crossbell Airport, had been rigged with explosives. Explosives? Are you serious? The 1st Division was ordered to drop all of their duties at once and secure the airport. As per the top brass's orders, anyone responsible for observing LoH's movements had to leave their posts. So basically, they disappeared after the 1st Division withdrew. How oddly suspicious. Did the warning turn out to be credible? Who knows? Damn, what the hell are the top brass thinking? How long are they going to keep stepping all over the CPD's pride? Detective Dudley? In any case, it's hard to figure out the truth of the situation, given our current information. Why don't we conduct an investigation of the building? What? Of course, I realize there's a delicate relationship between the police and LoH, as things stand. If we investigate the headquarters, especially without a search warrant, it could give them reason to retaliate. I'm fully aware of the risks. Lloyd? Well then, why the hell are you suggesting such a foolhardy plan? Because there's a strong possibility this situation is even more dire than we thought. Let me fill you in on our findings between yesterday and this morning. Lloyd explained that the blue pills are a drug that was possibly manufactured by a deranged cult annihilated 6 years ago. He also explained how the people who used the drug disappeared all at once. Unbelievable. I was aware of the cult's existence, but I thought they were gone for good. However, there are innocent human lives on the line. Vital information regarding the missing people could be waiting inside here. If you can't take the risk, Dudley, then you could at least let us... Actually, no, I'll be acting on my own. Do me a favor this one time. Whoa there, buddy. Don't think we'll let you take all the responsibility for yourself. Of course we're going to do this together. We're going to do something about all this, even if it means the SSS is disbanded as a result. Yes, we share this road until the end. Thanks, everyone. It seems your whole family is hot-blooded. That reckless abandon, just like his. Huh? Evidence obtained without a search warrant isn't legally recognized, surely you know that. Whatever evidence those guides might have left behind, we'd have to pretend we didn't see it. Alright, understood. Our top priority is investigating all the strange events happening in Crossbill right now. We refuse to stay in the dark any longer. Oh, look at you, acting all grown up. As long as you understand the circumstances, I won't be the one to stop you. You can tag along with me, but don't slow me down. Tag along? Does that mean you're coming with us? Given the circumstance, do you really think I could leave everything to some rookies like you? From now on, this operation will be under my command. I'll be taking full responsibility. No questions, understood? Dudley, the detective does protest too much, methinks. Though his tone is harsh, his actions betray a caring nature deep down. Shut up, you two! Anyway, we should proceed on with our search. Report anything suspicious or out of the ordinary to me ASAP. Yes, sir. This is the parlor we were in before, right? Yep, I recognize all the gaudiest furniture. I doubt there'd be any useful evidence in a place like this. Theo, did you sense something? Yes, I got the feeling we were here before. But it almost seems like there's something more to this room. You think there's some kind of trick to it? Can you elaborate? I believe there's some sort of mechanism in here. Sorry, it might just be my imagination. Huh. When have you ever been wrong about something like this, dear Todd? I agree. Let's take a look around. This painting... Ah, it is suspicious. Let's take a closer look. Right. Oh wow. Dear Dog's sixth sense saves the day. Seems I got 2 slots or something here. Or when slots perhaps were actually keyholes? Something may happen if we unlock them both. Alright, if we find any keys, let's see if they can fit here. Can we leave? Because Detective Dudley now is part of our team. Alright, there were indeed several things or people who reacted to Dudley, and they're also quite interesting. But I think I put that into a separate mini episode, just so this one doesn't get stretched too long. If you're interested, you can watch that then. What's this? Some sort of terminal? I believe this is a password-operated device. I can only imagine it's connected to this very conspicuous iron gate. Yeah, it's definitely sticking out like a sore thumb. Doesn't look like it'll open unless we have a correct password. If someone happened to write it down somewhere, we might be able to find it. Well, worth a shot. Let's try searching for it. A Tira bomb. Hey, you're sticking your noses into places. You're sticking your noses into places they don't belong. The cooking encyclopedia is on the shelf. I found the recipe for witch cream soup. Which cream soup? A swimsuit magazine is sitting on the table. This looks like a magazine some of the underlings were probably reading. Ah, damn, it's the newest issue of Hotshot. I haven't been able to pick up my copy yet. Flip, flip. My, aren't you ladies smoking? Randy, you lecherous. I don't know what else you were expecting from Randy. No sense of decorum. Huh? Wait, I just saw something between the pages. Oh, you're right, there's some kind of memo stuck here. There's a piece of paper stuck between the pages of a swimsuit magazine. The title and author of a most popular fairy tale at the library. This must be the password for that device we came across. Indeed, it looks like it is. Alright, let's head back to the device and see if we can figure out the password. Huh? This bookcase is packed full except for this odd gap here. Maybe someone borrowed the books that were there? No. There's a pressure-sensitive device on the bottom of this particular shelf. If you put an object with a specific weight on it, it may activate some sort of mechanism. Sheesh, did we stumble on some kind of spy novel or something? What a juvenile security system. I'm sure this will be simple enough. We just search for building for any weighted object that fit this gap. Understood. Now, man, let's go to the library. Let's see if they know what the book is. Mark and the Witch of the Deep Forest by Sean Arnhem. Maybe. And this book has no signed author or anything. So. Mark and the Witch from Sean Arnhem. There we go. Looked like it was jackpot. Despite the elaborate mechanism, they were a little too careless. Yeah, pretty sorry of them to leave info like that sitting inside a swimsuit, Mark. I mean, wouldn't it be the first thing intruders would pick up and flip through? Normal intruders do not share your unique priorities, Randy. Well, no matter how great the security system is, it's pointless if the users are all this incompetent. Let's continue. Looks like there's something up ahead. A warehouse? Is this place a warehouse for smuggling goods or some, perhaps? There's no mistaking it. Damn it. If only we had a search warrant, we could look through every nook and cranny of this place. Yeah. Hold on a sec. We ain't alone here. Are those monsters? Take them out. Flying feline. Flying feline, a winged cat-like monster with powerful kicks, not native to Crossbar State. What are monsters doing in a place like this? Are those things even native to Crossbar? I've never seen them before. They remind me of flying felines, but those are only native to Liberal. I don't recall them ever being that strong either. We can only assume that smuggling monsters is one of their business practices. Seems like they were hiding them in here, along with those war dogs of theirs. Smuggling monsters? Is there that much of a demand for them? I'm sure there's an eccentric millionaire or two who'd be interested. It goes without saying, though, that smuggling monsters is illegal in most countries. For good reason. Sheesh, there are some real weirdos out there. Heads up, Lloyd. I get the feeling those weren't the only critters roaming around here. It seems proceeding through this area won't be easy. Okay, but I think with this basically dungeon properly starting now, I end this episode here. Next time we continue look around Ravage. I'm Mace, and don't get lost.